With Ninja Gaiden 4 coming out next week, many reviewers got the game early and weren't supposed to showcase the game because of the review embargo, a common practice in the industry. But of course, someone had to violate this and stream the game on Twitch. To my knowledge, those streams were taken down and the users were blacklisted. People are really hyped for this game. And on top of this, I believe that the game released early in Korea because I found, or I should say was recommended, Korean YouTubers who are just posting gameplay clips without any consequences. And finally, they revealed the PlayStation trophies for Ninja Gaiden 4. Since I was spoiled by all of this, I figured we should probably talk about it. And in case it wasn't obvious, this video will contain many spoilers, so watch at your own risk. And don't forget to subscribe for more Ninja Gaiden content and other stuff in the future. Now let's get started. Let's kick this off by going over the PlayStation trophies that I found to be the most interesting. There's a trophy for using each of Yakumo's Raven Clan equipment, including the Caddis Wire, Dragonfly Glider, and the Pawn Strider. That last one is for the water segments, and we will revisit that later. There will also be 3 boss fights, where after each one, you break a Dark Dragon seal. Based on these 2 achievements, Sayori isn't a secret villain and might even die in this game. Many fans predicted that Ryu would be a boss fight, and well, this trophy confirms it. And from the story trailer, we now know the context of Sayori saying don't kill him. She is trying to get Ryu to spare Yakumo's life. There's only a separate difficulty achievement for completing Master Ninja because the others you can switch on the fly. Then we get the big one. The Dark Dragon Blade is a bonus weapon that you can use. There's one achievement for getting it, and another for unlocking all of its skills. For newer fans, this weapon was only available in Ninja Gaiden and its variants, so it's great to see it back here. It's a wonderful surprise, and I'm now wondering if Ryu and Yakumo get to use this weapon, or just Yakumo. Okay, let's discuss what you're actually here for. If you saw the leaks, then you already know. Ayane is back! You heard that right, and many people posted the cutscenes of Ayane from the game all over social media. I think she appears in Chapter 8 and 10 in cutscenes. What's even crazier is that they might have spoiled her return earlier in this blog post where you can see her face alongside Ryu. I'm not sure why she was listed twice. Also, I believe this is the character information page where you select the character on the screen and it gives you more information about them. Now, of course, everyone had different opinions about Ayane's new design with mixed results, and I'm in the same boat. I also have mixed feelings about it. The costume is appropriately cyberpunk themed, but it doesn't wow me in the same way her Ninja Gaiden 3 costume did. In that game, the major theme was black, and all the characters' main costumes fit that aesthetic nicely. Here, not so much. I wish her outfit looked more like this. The butterfly attachments on the back don't look good either. Next, we got the top. I think it's dumb and distracting in a bad way. Now keep in mind, I like the sexy outfits for these characters, but this is just ridiculous. Why cover only half the chest? Just show the whole thing. What's with this underboob crap? It just looks stupid. And I thought the Ninja Gaiden 3 costume that she had was awful. All they really had to do here was just make an improved version of her Ninja Gaiden 3 main costume with a cyberpunk theme. I hope they bring back her old costumes, and if they don't, modders, please do your thing. Now for the positives. Her face and hair look amazing. They went back to the older design instead of the Ninja Gaiden 2 black version, which I still can't stand given how it doesn't look like her. Some complain the old style is too childish, but I don't see that given how she has an adult body and hairstyle. I'm glad they decided to move in this direction. And finally, she has new cyber versions of the Fuma Kodachi that look awesome. In the cutscene that's making the rounds, Ayane nearly fights Yakumo, but that shark boss interrupts them. Good thing too, because Yakumo wouldn't stand a chance. So when you see stuff like this, there are many questions that come to mind. Here's two that I was thinking about. Will Ayane be playable? And will the rest of the waifus come back? For question 1, based on the achievements, she won't be playable in the base game. I do think she will be available in the Dual Masters or future DLC beyond that. For question 2, I think there's a good chance the rest of the characters return, since there was an interview where someone joked about how sexy Sayori is, and they got this response. Sayori certainly does, but we've also prepared a little something more in that regard. Please look forward to future updates. And on Twitter, I found this post where we learned that Tomoko designed Ayane, and it said she designed other characters as well. Now, does that mean she designed Momiji, Reicho, Irene, and Kasumi? I don't know. Does this mean that there's more to come after Ayane? Again, I don't know. But seeing Ayane again in the game gives me hope that the other waifus will also return and all of them will be playable once again. Many Korean YouTubers have posted their own gameplay footage and even commented on the game. For example, this YouTuber described his experience. And keep in mind, this was translated from Korean using an online translator, so some stuff might not make any sense, but most of it does. Anyways, here's what he said. Ninja Gaiden 4 mid-game impressions. I've cleared up to chapter 14 on hard mode and will briefly share my thoughts. For clarity, I'll compare it to Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. 1. The polish feels significantly better than Ninja Gaiden 2. First off, there's no cheap shots. I'm amazed Platinum Games could craft action this well. Number 2. Yakumo is a smaller, faster Hayabusa. The game feels truly fast-paced and intuitive. Landing attacks are top tier, but essence absorption is slightly slow, or I should say slower. This makes it vulnerable to spam attacks like in Ninja Gaiden 2, imposing some restrictions. They did a great job in balancing it. The field feels easier than Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. They make sure you can break through even if you get stuck, like providing recovery items. Number 5. The boss fights are a landslide victory over Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. No comparison. The boss fights are really fun. You have to learn their patterns just like Neo. No more frustrating bosses like Alexei or Elizabeth. Number 6. It retains the unique field fun of Ninja Gaiden while completely improving the boss fights. The minigames are also enjoyable. The sub-missions have their own charm too. Number 7. I don't care about the story as long as the combat is fun, and the combat is insane. Number 8. It's the ultimate synthesis of combat mechanics. Perfect guard, just evasion, parry, all present. The new mechanism requiring immediate button input upon success delivers insane tactile feedback. Number 9. The messy directional based commands from previous Ninja Gaiden games combined with the blood slash, real-time weapon switching, just evasion, guard, and parry should make for much more varied play. Number 10. It's so fun, I won't even glance at other Souls-like games for a while. Highly recommend buying it. I find it amusing that he compared it to Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, which again validates my theory about why they released Ninja Gaiden 2 Black before this game. It also sounds like the story is not that great in this game, or at least nothing special compared to other Ninja Gaiden games. We'll see about that. Now, to play it safe, I will just show images instead of gameplay footage and go over some of my observations from the gameplay showcased, both good and bad. Just like myself, many other people noticed that UT spam in this game is easy to pull off because blood essence doesn't move during the battle, which removes the chain essence system from past games. This was a concern that someone mentioned earlier, and it looks like a potential imbalance in the game despite what I read earlier. In fact, in that person's gameplay footage, they constantly spam UTs to kill everything. They brought back water sections, and Yakumo uses his special surfboard instead of running on the water like Ryu did, which is just wild to me. The gliding sections were showcased in the footage, and we got more examples of them, and they're quite interesting. I wonder if that's one of the ways you can explore the area for certain secrets, or like I said earlier, it's just a gimmick to get you to the next combat encounter. One of the parts showcased a long rail section which looked annoying to go through. I'm still not convinced that this was a necessary addition to the game. From watching all the boss fights that were showcased, they appear to be more formulaic than in past games. Most of them take place in a similar size open arena with either 1 or 2 health bars that you have to delete. The arenas do come with grapple points, but that's about it. Past games had different sized and custom arenas for the boss fights that made them feel unique even for bad reasons like the worm or airplane boss. On the plus side, there aren't any QTEs or annoying armor like with past bosses. You can use most of your abilities on them, it's just pattern recognition. This is fine, except there is a trade-off. This removes some of the excitement of past bosses and the gravitas of those bosses. By excitement, I mean the BS factor, and by gravitas, I mean larger than life. Wolf is a great example of this. Achilles might be the only boss so far that I've seen that feels larger than life. The enemy variety in this game is crazy, and I noticed they used like pink to showcase harder versions of certain daemons that were blue. This reminds me of Godzilla or Dragon Ball Z. Purgatory challenges follow the same style as Ninja Gaiden 3 with ways that culminate with either more enemies, or I should say a tough enemy fight, or a boss fight. I'm not sure what determines what you get at Wave 3. Also, the Purgatory challenges showcase so many different enemy types without using the DDO. That's a great sign. The tortoise and statue enemies from the trailer aren't even close to the similar enemy types in Ninja Gaiden 2, and that's a huge relief. Ryu's UTs take too long to go through. I know that in past games, UTs for something like the Vigorian flails also took a while, but it seems less tedious than this is. I don't like the animation for the wind blades. I think it's too fast. It lacks that oomph from past games. It just flashes for a few seconds and that's it. I was okay with the Infernal and Piercing Void, but this is just awful. And something else that people noticed is that on hard mode, the enemies seemed too easy when Mentor and hard difficulty in past games were quite a challenge. Hopefully Master Ninja and certain settings provide that fun challenge that veteran fans are looking for. I'm thinking when I play this game to start it at hard difficulty and adjust accordingly. We are so close to the release of this game, and I have so many mixed emotions and everything, especially after these leaks. I just want to dive in right now and play this game already. When it does come out, I will attempt to stream it since I want to experience it with all of you. And speaking of you guys, after going through all these leaks, are you more concerned or more excited for Ninja Gaiden 4? Let me know in the comment section below, and hopefully when I see you again, it'll be on my Ninja Gaiden 3 video.